And now, bringing you the news, live from his home office, it's Rishi Budhrani.
Hi folks, and welcome to the Rishi Report, the show where a comedian tries to sound smart by talking about the news. Seriously though, don't take me too seriously. But you should take this seriously. Quarantine, isolation, state of emergency, lockdown. And these are terms you're going to be hearing all around the world as nations try to deal with the global coronavirus pandemic. Not in Singapore though. We don't want you to be alarmed. We don't want you to panic. We don't want you to lose your mind. So we're calling it a circuit breaker. You know, more casual. Like, sounds almost positive, right? Because when you say lockdown, it sounds like it's already a short circuit. Game over. It sounds like it is a reactive measure. But circuit breaker, aha! That sounds like a preemptive measure. Ow. Well, congratulations Singapore, you made it to day 2 of the circuit breaker. Today, I want to talk about some of the things that might have led to the circuit breaker measures and how some Singaporeans are dealing with all of it. Basically, the nation's shut down except for essential services. There's been a lot of confusion about what these essential services are though. Barber, stylist considered essential service or not? I need to do my hair for the show. I look like a bloody mad scientist. So the Straits Times released a very timely article talking about the do's and don'ts, or in Singaporean terms, what I can and cannot do during this circuit breaker period. One of the things that really struck me in this article was we need to clarify that there will be no gambling during this period. Singapore pools and the casinos will be closed. I understand Singapore, I know, right? Even amidst a global pandemic, you need to go and place your bets. In fact, I'm sure some of you managed to do it just before the circuit breaker measures kicked in, right? Hey, what is the first day of the circuit breaker? 7 April. Hey, you buy for me 0704. 10 big, 10 small. That's how you buy, right? I don't know, I never buy before. I mean, it makes sense, right? Singaporeans love to gamble. So if you don't let us gamble at the casinos, we will gamble with our lives, right? I mean, why else would you be queuing up outside the malls amidst the pandemic? Why else would you be going out in the streets without a mask? Why else would you be meeting friends and family for gatherings? Forget about Russian roulette. We've been playing Singaporean roulette all this time. And if you had any doubt that by doing these things you were gambling, then let me tell you now, yes, you have been gambling with all our lives. Hey Rishi, you say this is a news comedy segment? Why are you so serious? Huh? Now, the Prime Minister addressed the nation at 4 p.m. on a Friday, but by 3 p.m. the grocery stores were full of long queues with people preempting the announcements of the Prime Minister. Even after PM Lee's speech, when he made abundantly clear that all the grocery stores, eateries will remain open, Singaporeans continued to queue up the whole weekend at a variety of unlikely places. Are Singaporeans queuing up because they are afraid they won't have food? Are they queuing up because they are afraid they won't have any groceries? Are they queuing up because they are afraid they won't get to see nature for a while? Are they queuing up because they are afraid they won't have enough DIY furniture? No! I figured it out! They are queuing up because once these measures kick in, they will not be able to queue up anymore. You can tell us to go 1 month without food, some days without water, no need to go to work, no need to go to school, shut down everything. But 1 month without queuing up? That is a scary prospect for Singaporeans. Now, the government has said in the past that they will do what they can to prevent a complete shutdown of the nation. But it seems like in the past week, some things might have tipped us all over the edge.
There will always be a group that tries to push the rules to its limits. So when we say no more than 10 people, people ask, is it okay if I add 1 more person? And
what the hell are you trying to do? Are you trying to bargain with the minister? Minister, I know you said 10 people, but if I got 11 people, okay or not? The 10 people, adult, 1 is child, okay? Just like, but then the 10 will come, then 1 will go, then 2 will come, so we can overall 11, but average still 10, can? Hey, you said 10 people 1 meter apart, if 15 people 2 meter apart, can or not? We actually got 10 people, got 1 person last minute say they want to come. We can't even say no because they, just finished quarantine. Is it okay? Now that the circuit breaker measures are out, please don't try to bargain your way out of it. I mean, let's be a little bit grateful. Things could be a lot worse. For example, in the Philippines, if you were to defy the coronavirus lockdown orders,
I will not hesitate my soldiers to shoot you, to order the police to arrest and detain you. Shoot them dead.
In fact, I think everybody got so frustrated with this whole gathering questions business that this happened. You want to see 11 people, 10 people, 9 people, 5 people? All cannot. Banned. Mr. Lawrence Wong has become more firm and almost exasperated with us Singaporeans because we are not doing the simple things that we need to do.
The rules are very clear. You stay home, do not go out only for essential activities.
I admire this guy's patience because if it was my father, one tight slap on your face, then you stay at home and say, you want to come out? Stay home. Also, there was this news. A certain Mr. Jaswinder Singh was sentenced to 2 months jail for committing a rash act and for causing public nuisance. Okay, you know what? Before we carry on with the story, I know you guys have some jokes in your head, so why don't you get that out of your system first? Yeah? Mr. Singh, is this the social distancing everybody is talking about? Jaswinder Singh or just virus Singh? Huh? Hey, Rishi, Mr. Singh, Indian man, your father, is it? He was a bit hungry, he tried to eat some food from the restaurant. They said the place is closed. He got mad and he spat on the floor and yelled, Corona, 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 Corona. I really spat, yeah. If I were his lawyer, this would be my defense argument. Your Honor, my client was not spitting on the floor. He saw the virus on the floor and he was spitting at the virus. Corona, Corona, and using his loud voice to scare the virus away. Your Honor, people are trying alternative techniques to kill the virus.
Go back, go back. China virus, go back. Go back, go back. China virus, go back.
And my client was just doing his part to save his fellow Singaporeans. Corona. Everybody needs their fix to survive this pandemic. Some people need rice, some people need noodles, toilet paper, and some people need the used underwear of Singaporean women. So a woman made a police report that her underwear had been stolen. When the police traced the suspect and went to his apartment, they found over 2,500 pieces of women's lingerie. Look, don't judge all men based on this one guy's actions. Not all of us are perverts, okay? Not all of us have a hidden stash of women's underwear lying around the house. These are not mine. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt, you know? Maybe he's not a pervert. Maybe he had a creative startup idea to recycle the used underwear and make masks out of them, thus dealing with the global mask shortage. So Trump and 3M, our Singaporean coronavirus underwear thief, might have a solution to your problem. So be safe, be healthy, be at home. Like I said, things could be a lot worse.
Shoot them dead.
I mean, they could be better as well. You could be like the king of Thailand who's holed up with 20 women in a luxury hotel. There is definitely one body part of his that is not going to be on lockdown. So Singapore, good luck with the circuit breaker. This has been the Rishi Report and we'll see you next week.